You're changing, setting some goals, and you're letting him know these are some changes I've made. You see what I'm saying? So now you're inviting him to really see the true you. You're being more vulnerable. That's what I could say. You're being more vulnerable. You're being
This
more
reminds
open.
me of that scene. A perfect movie that.
Well, I'm not sure there is any perfect.
That,
Well, I'm not sure there is any perfect.
Well, I did.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If you would let me finish the statement, the perfect movie that is a good example of this.
Okay, what would it be?
No, Elizabeth, tell her.
Beyond the Lights.
Beyond the
Lights. And the moment that you're talking about where she invites him to meet the real her is when, I'm not going to tell y'all the whole story, but she's a performer, she's an entertainer, and she had been pretending for a very long time as a certain kind of entertainer. And so there's a moment where she cuts out her sew-in, and he sees her natural hair, and she's shy about it. But that was her inviting him to meet the real her.
Yeah.
That's a good example, actually, of going from pretending to be something, the damage that pretending can sometimes do. Because I do think when you pretend so long, there can be this internal battle between who you've been pretending to be and who you've actually become.
The other thing this reminds me of what some people encourage other people to do. It's the whole idea around fake it till you make it. So that's the very epitome of pretending.
Yeah.
Right? And I've never been a fan of faking it till you make it. I mean, there's a couple ways to look at it. Do you fake it to yourself? I mean, I've being in sales most of my life. I mean, there are people who, hey, Jim, I'm buying the expensive car and the expensive suit. I'm going to look the part, even though I can't really afford what I'm doing. So there's a part where the person basically lies to themselves.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, they're also presenting a different image. But it just reminds me of the whole idea behind fake it till you make it. And I know that's not 100% applicable to a relationship, I don't guess, but there are some similarities.
Yeah, I go back to what I've said since the beginning is it all depends on the intention, internally, your intention behind faking it till you make it. If you're faking it in the sense of I don't feel confident right now, but I'm going to go in here and give the best presentation.
That's a different story.
Yeah, I think because you're pretending to be confident, even though you don't feel it. I think that can be a good thing, and that can help you become more confident. So that would be a positive way. But if you're, again, you're pretending and it's doing damage to yourself and damage to others, then I think that's when it's a problem.
Right. When you're hiding emotions, your needs, and your identity in the relationship, that becomes the problem. Absolutely.
Okay, let's end with this. People are funny, and we all want to fit in. We all want to be loved, and we all want to be considered good enough, right? So let's talk about someone that you don't have to fake it with. You can't pretend because he actually knows your every thought, much less your actions. And so we want to invite you to have a personal, very open, transparent, because that's the only way you can have a relationship with Jesus. Not that you have to be that way, get yourself in order before you have the relationship, but because he knows, kind of like the woman at the well said, he's told me everything I've ever done.
Yes. Mm.
So to me, that's comforting. I don't have to pretend because, and here's the key, he knows everything I've ever thought or done, and he still loves me.
And accepts me.
It's that form of acceptance that I think most of us pretending are looking for. So to me, it should be comforting that we don't have to pretend. Jesus literally loves us just like we are. Hey, Jim, I'm not sure about that. How can we be sure? He loved you and me so much that he literally died for us.
Yes.
So that's something I encourage you to give thought. If you've not made that decision to follow Christ, we encourage you to sit down, contemplate. Can we put the kind of the steps in the show notes?
Yeah.
Of how do you enter into a personal relationship with Christ is something we want to add. So, hey guys, thank you so much. Hope this is helpful. Remember, if you want to help us spread the word, if you found this helpful, then like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. By you getting this out, it helps more people see it. That's the benefit. Why do people keep saying like, share, and subscribe? Because the way the social platform works is the more people that like it, the more YouTube sends it out so other people who don't know about it can become aware of it. So you can play a big part in helping us do that. Thank you so much for your time. We don't take it for granted. We know you got a lot of things competing for your time. So for you to spend with us, we really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.